This is an invasion that happened on stream, and I'm quite proud of it. I've heard from many red friends that invade Ringed City that this dude, Bloodborne TM, was ganking in the last few days with amazing HP and stamina. And as you can see, his HP bar is out of the roof. Both the absorption and the number of HP are ludicrous. So I just kept my distance, trying to see if I had a coinvader, but I didn't. And to gauge the level of the gank, I already see a cleric with the great club and a poison monster with a great sword, plus the host who is a sword and board monster that can block ultra great sword with a medium small shield without getting broken. Here I try to make them push for the giant. They actually push, but I totally fail to capitalize on it. First I completely miss the host, and here I lock on the wrong summon, getting punished by the Sambro. I'm expecting the poison monster to punish me hard for that whiff, but he seems to be very passive. I try to go for the choke, the Ring and Night choke. Here I get caught by a strange chaos, great chaos fire orb. I see they're not eager to push, so I just patrol the area, waiting for a coinvader to come by. I try to, of course, I'm not gonna stay completely passive while they kill PV, but sadly being there for, they can just, once I engage one person, they can just wait it out. Also the host, as you can see, doesn't have the most solid of connections, on top of the stupid amount of HP he has. I'm just waiting it out here, trying to see what they want to do, if they're aggressive, if they're passive. They keep staying in group, which is very annoying, in my opinion, for a gank. They don't have casters, at least, aside the Great Chaos Fire Orb and Cleric. Makuta, who is an invader I know from both invading together and from Twitch chat, invades, so I already know what I have to do. The host uses a miracle I don't recognize there, but whatever. I'll just try to keep two people on me, so Makuta, who seems to be a mage, can take advantage of it. As you can see, I did barely more than 900 HPs of the host, while doing less than 1/4 of his total HP bar. I don't know what to say about that. It's just crazy, the amount of things you can save at it. I don't know how I missed that backstab, while here I totally missed because of my bad positioning and get punished by the Sambro, while I still get to hit the host, but the damage we can deal on him is very low. Also his stamina seems to never end, which is really hilarious. My overcommitment there almost kills me because of the R2, R1 of the Sambro. I think about trying to roll catch him, but I see my stamina is too low, so I back off there. Sadly the Sambro is keeping them all at high amount of HP, so I try to at least see if I can push a bit of the other white summon there, since he's very low. I broke his tears, but I can't capitalize on it, since the Great Sword plus Straight Sword isn't really good. But my Thorn's Gauntlet managed to kill him. Luckily he didn't have regen. I move my healing items to my Outmark to be more the fastest I can to heal in every situation. Here I'm trying to pressure the host a bit to have Makuta deal with the other Sambro, while I keep the summon and the host occupied. but it's not the case. Here they're starting to lag really badly. I had a slight thunderstorm at the moment, so I wasn't sure if it was me or if it was them. But they're skipping animations, even Makuta is skipping a bit, so I'm trying to be safe and use this moment to try to pressure them. But I don't really want to risk getting one shot out of a lag spike too. The Sambro is clearly getting low since both he's been trying to parry both me and Makuta, but I can't really punish that heal very well. Luckily the summon here gets waxed, so I managed to do a nice backstab on his turn and burn, which wasn't a bad idea. But sadly this whole skipping plus my miss input there totally destroys my aggression and my pressure. I still... the host, as you can see, is quite laggy as well. Luckily Makuta in the meanwhile managed to kill the Sambro, which is something I wanted to do as fast as I could. The blue is here in the meanwhile, and he is basically the worst one of the bunch. His connection is really bad, as you can see. Second hits don't register, and the damage really takes off randomly. I tried to do an all BS there on the Phantom, but I failed because I don't unlock decently. I'm swapping to a faster setup here to punish more. That hit really was not meant to be. I'm trying to punish the blue since he has his Cestus out. I expect him to try to exactly parry spam as soon as he can. I was right, luckily, and that earns us 2 free Estus to both of us. I try to push a bit the host, but sadly I always get the backstab grabs when I don't, and never get them when I want to backstab. I'll try to to max out my damage here just to be sure, so I can punish this summon the best I can. Here I get poked twice because I expected a roll R1 plus R1, so I almost get Makuta to be attacked by both of them at the same time, which is something I really didn't want to. Since he's the mage, he probably has mixed Estus, so he doesn't have all the heals I do. I overcommit there, but this makes this summon play on the defensive, and Makuta managed to pick him off too after I hit him once. The blue is coming probably, so I try to punish the host a bit, expecting some turn and burns that don't end up being brought out, probably because the host is really inexperienced in Dark Souls 3. I thought so, at least, hence the name and bought his playstyle, which is basically holding up the shield forever and R1 spamming indefinitely. Here I do a very big mistake by forgetting glaives have forward momentum, which earns me to almost die, but luckily the blue overcommits and Makuta can pick him off. Here the host starts to just blindly run. I don't have the foresight to see that one cast, so I get caught by it. The host seems to have very high endurance, by the way, almost endless, since he can run for that long with very slow breaks between sprints. So I just fapping glitch to him because I didn't want to deal with his almost infinite stamina bullshit. I know it's doable from Bloodborne. I've seen people with basically a stamina bar that was bigger than their HP bar, so I know it's probably possible in Dark Souls 3 too. So I just fapping to him. To be aggressive, it's fapping glitch is kinda nice, especially when people like this just retreat all the way back to the first bonfire to their salmon, which is stupid. I missed an opportunity to punish IS2s there, but I wasn't thinking it would really matter since he can basically run a summon forever. Here he seems to totally switch idea, so I just stagger him as long as I can on the elevator to try to get out alive. Sadly, Makuta doesn't manage to come out with me. I try to outcatch there, but it doesn't really work because of the strange latency we're working with. Punish the forward momentum with backstab there, but sadly he still managed to get a hit in. I hear the cast this time and I move out of the way. And here I do a very grave mistake by predicting a roll, expecting him to not get caught by the Ingen Knight Per Greatsword, while apparently he was just watching us without watching the one and only mob in the area. Of course you already know what's gonna happen. I fail to block him out, and thanks to his amazing HP bar he still managed to get away. There's nothing much to say about this kind of people, aside the fact they're pretty sad. But still, I wish the next game has more cheat checking. Anyway, I thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.